Second, how's preparation coming for this fight?
Preparation's going very good. I'm very excited. I'm excited on a lot of levels just because, the fight's on NBC, it's a network, it's close to home. It's, it's the first fight in 20 years on the network. I remember, like I said in the press conference, I remember, watching fights when I was a kid on regular network television, and to be the first back in 20 years is really special. So, training is going good. I'm always in the gym, man. So the training is just turning up. Matter of fact, turning up, listening to the game plan of my trainer, and just keep moving.
Now, Steve, are you kind of a little worried that this is, your second fight in the heavyweight division, where Thomas already has about 10 heavyweight fights, a little more experience in the heavyweight division, different weight class? Are you a little experienced? Stressed on this?
None. A fight is a fight. Listen, I came up before boxing, street fighting. And it wasn't no weight classes, it wasn't no gloves, it was sometimes weapons. I got stabbed before. So listen, people say I got this crazy great heart. That's where I came from, Philadelphia, fighting in schools, fighting in the streets. Then I went into a gym. So all the heart that I got from that prepared me for this. I say God has a plan, man. So I guess that was part of his plan. I have no fear of any man on this planet. He's done great things as a heavyweight. I think he did a great job, in his career. But he's fighting Steve Cunningham again, and I don't want to make it this close. I don't want to make it close as it was the last time. So, we're willing to put on a great performance. Probably the best performance you've ever seen out of me.
Who will you be sparring for this fight?
I leave it up to my trainers, man. Well, bringing in some people, around the area, and some probably not, but. That's not Zim's call. Whoever he puts me in there with, it's his game plan, and we all agree on it, and we're going to roll with his decision on what to do and how to do it. Hey, we're fighting in America. Everybody wants to reach that Showtime HBO pinnacle, and we know American fans, they want to see KOs. So that was basically our game plan, and we tried to execute it. I bucked him a few times. He took some good shots, took some great shots, and but it was just me just keep working. Just not really doing as much homework, on Tomas as we should have. Just saying, okay, we can stop this guy, and I mean, who knew he was going to turn out to be, so great, in the heavyweight division and in the cruiserweight division. So, just in hindsight, we made a big mistake, just a little, making the wrong choices right there.
You had a win on the floor.
Yeah, race weight.
From there on, you just Germany fight
Troy Ross. Well, after the breakaway fight, we thought, that made us #1 contender to the IBF title, which Tomas took from me, and we were just ready to, do the rematch. Then we thought HBO and Showtime, we thought the networks would be involved because it was such a good fight, but we did get one little bite from HBO, but they pulled right back the day after we said yeah, or the day we were going to say yeah. But it mind boggled me just as it did Tomas. So he went to the heavyweight division, which I couldn't blame him. And my thing was I still had this fire in me that to be IBF cruiserweight champ again. I wanted to be two-time champ. So we signed with Sauerland events in Germany because they had all the cruiserweights. They had Marco Huck, who had a belt. They had a few other guys with belts. And I was thinking, and the cruiserweight tournament, that's what it was too. They were talking about the cruiserweight tournament, and Sauerland was spearheading that also. So that was the perfect place to go. We had great experience in Germany. Great as in, we take the good and the bad and just put it together. It's all a great experience. It's something I wanted to do since I was a kid. You hear about fighting, you hear about world champion. The first thing came to my mind was fighting in different countries, So that's what I wanted to do since I was a kid, and I got an opportunity to do it, man. I jumped on it.
How much are you? Sorry, go ahead. The last performance with Jason was a sensational performance.
Oh, thanks.
Are we expected to see the same performance with a
Well, it's totally two different fighters, Jason Gavin was a rough cookie, He's a tough guy. Took some good shots. He buckled. He almost went down a few times, but I kept my composure. And that was basically about not seeing if I fit, but just just seeing the fit as a heavyweight. I spar heavyweights, man, from day one as an amateur. Man, from Larry Donalds, Chris Burns, Alvin McCall, Vladimir Klitschko, just man, any heavyweight. I spar a lot of heavyweights, man, mostly heavyweights as an amateur and as a pro. So it wasn't too new to me, but an actual fight is what's special, was no man's land for me. So just getting that experience. With fighting him, you're gonna see. Of course, I'm gonna step it up even more. With Tomas having the accomplishments he has had at heavyweight, I see that. We recognize that. We know it. We're not underestimating that. We're totally respecting that, and that's why you're going to possibly see the best Steve Cunningham you've ever seen.
Do you see any difference in his fighting style now that he's fighting in a heavyweight?
I see he's gotten better in my eyes, in our eyes. I see he's a little more smarter. And I mean, fighting at heavyweight, coming up with smaller guys coming up, you have to be smarter. These guys are giants, they're monsters, they're technically giants, 260, 250, 70 pounds, 6'5", 6'6". You have to fight smarter. I know he fought some good guys, Chris Arreola, 6'4", Michael Grant, I think he's about 6'6". You have to fight differently. He's adapted very well,
How about yourself? Are you ready for that challenge to take that step up and go from cruiser and light heavy to being a true heavyweight?
Yeah. I mean, I can say yeah all day. You can say no, or but the only way we'll know is when we get in the ring, when we actually work and find out. But I believe we are. Like I said, my experience in the ring with heavyweights is extensive. Sparring. But like I said, sparring and fighting is something different, totally different. But the field, it's still a familiar field. The fight with Gavin, I felt so comfortable. I was surprised. I was 207. It's the biggest I've ever been in my life. My last fight I weighed in at, I think, 199, but a lot of people don't know I was a small cruiserweight. Before I get on the scale at cruiserweight, I was drinking a half a gallon of water. I would take the water to the scale to intimidate the guys, And then look, as everybody's sweating down, I'm trying to get to 200. I would leave the gym at 193, 194, sometimes 192. They would my training them get on me about, running so much, and because I love working out. That's just me. I love being in shape. I want to master what I do. So, but now we're putting on the weight properly. We're gonna take a trip to Mackie Shieldstone, and we're really putting our foot in this. Like I said, we're taking it serious. So that shows how serious we're taking it.
What, in your eyes, why did it wait 4 years to have it happen? When after the first fight, everybody it was the ring fight of the year. Everybody was clamoring for a rematch. Why do you think it took 4 years? Just circumstances, time?
Overall, I say God. You know what I mean? I'm a total believer in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I believe He has a plan for everybody's life. I know He does for me. Can't speak for everybody else, but I know He does for me, and I believe that's why it's happening 4 years later. This is supposed to happen. I mean, how perfect can this be? We're the first fight on network television. Why this fight? This rematch. Look at the first fight. So, of course, the second one should be a barn burner. So that's going to be awesome for network television. Maybe this helps boxing in a big way. Maybe another network sees this fight and it's like, hey, we should be doing that too. So this helps boxing. This may help open doors for other fighters. And more boxing equals more money for a lot of people. More jobs for you guys. Everything. So it's we got a lot of weight on our shoulders, basically. So look at it, yeah. So but I'm happy to be part of that, man. I'm very happy to be part of this history.